Now today we will discuss about cell, the basic unit of life. Whenever we discuss about the cell, it is well known that the cell is the basic unit of life because it has the unique characteristic to perform all the living characteristics using a different organelles that is present inside its plasma membrane. And in this slide, it is visible there are various of the cell organelles present inside the cell within its plasma membrane like mitochondria, centrioles, lysosome, nucleus, ribosome, Golgi apparatus, and many of the several other cell organelles. If we discuss about some of the historical background of the cell, then it is mentioned that in 1665, Robert Hood looked at a thin slice of cork and he saw a little box-like structure and named it the cell. Now, if we move further and discuss about the cell theory, in it the first one is all organisms are made up of cell, and the cell is the basic unit of the life in all living things. And of course, all the cell coming from the existing cells. And the unique feature about the cell theory, it says that all the living things have a similar structure. If we elaborate it, then we found that the cell that is present in an elephant and the cell structure that is present in a rat, both of them have a similar structure. Now we move further. We have the two type of cell, that is prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell. If we discuss about prokaryotic cell, that is the primitive type of cell. Primitive type means the component that is present inside the prokaryotic cell has lack of membrane on their organelles. Like they have naked DNA, the membrane that covers nucleus are not present in prokaryotic cell. All the cell, whether it's prokaryotic and eukaryotic, have some similar features also. Now if we discuss about prokaryotic cell, it has uncovered nucleus, and the organelles that are present in prokaryotic cell also do not have membrane. Yeah, it have the circular DNA structure that is found inside prokaryotic cell, and it is found at some bacteria. Now if we move further, we have the eukaryotic cell that have nucleus and a membrane bounded cell organelles. In it, nucleus is covered with the membrane. It has the linear DNA and found at the various organisms. If we discuss about the organelles that are present inside the cell, we have the various of organelle listed here, that is mitochondria, Golgi body, endoplasmic reticulum, ribosome, and various of the others. Organelles are the structure that enable the cell to live, grow and reproduce. At the very beginning of our slide, we have discussed about that cell, the basic unit of life. We have called it basic unit of life because with the help of these organelles, the cell has the capability to live, grow, reproduce and survive. So in that matter, we have sold, we have said that it has the unique capability to survive and it is the basic unit of life. Now if we move further, we have another organelles that is cell membrane, and the cell membrane that is also known as the selective permeable membrane because it allows only the selected material to move inside the cell, as it is the outermost layer of the cell. It allows the nutrients into the cell and the waste outside of the cell. It acts as the gate into the city. So if we cross the gate, now enter into the cytoplasm, a jelly-like fluid contained inside the cell. where various of the organelles are moved within the cell at cytoplasm of the cell. Now various of the other organelles like the nucleus, the control center of the cell, it consists of cell DNA. Yeah, the nucleus that control all of the cell. Its work as a similar like mayor's office in our town. That's mayor's office control all the essential functions of a town. That the nucleus control all the essential management function and several of the working efficiency of the cell is controlled by this center only. So it's also considered as the mayor's office and the control unit of the cell. And if we move further, if we need energy to do any work, for the need of energy demand that can be generated inside the cell can be fulfilled with the help of mitochondria only. So it's known as the powerhouse of cell. Provide the energy to the cell whenever it's needed for several of its activity. And it's also considered as the electric company of the cell. It consists of two membranes, that is outer and the inner. Now if we move further, we meet with ribosome, where is the protein synthesis take place. It's known as the protein factory of the cell part where the protein is formed, and it's simply known as the factory of the cell. Endoplasmic reticulum that provide a pathway to move inside the cell. It's also known as the transportation system of the cell. Endoplasmic reticulum consists of the two types. When ribosome get attached on the surface of the endoplasmic reticulum, then it's make its surface rough and considered as the rough endoplasmic reticulum. While the ribosome do not get attached in the endoplasmic reticulum structure and the surface will be smooth, then it's considered as the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Now it's also known as the roadway of the cell. Now we move further on the other organelles like Golgi complexes. Whenever any of the product that move inside the cell, it needs some tagging. The Golgi complexes make a proper tag on the protein, proper tag on the molecules that is made up of protein to give a special direction whether these molecules move in the specific location inside the cell. So it's also known as the traffic police of the cell and postman of the cell also. Packaging, processing and the shipping out of stuff of the cell make here in the Golgi complex. If we move further, we got lysosome, that is also known as the suicidal bag of the cell because it consists of hydrolytic enzymes and that have the capability to hydrolyze the other cell components, digest the food particles and the cell parts. It's also known as the garbage man of the cell. Protect the cell by digesting the foreign invaders, so also considered as the policeman of the cell. Now if we talk about the vacuoles, it acts as the storehouse for water and the food and waste also. Vacuoles is the largest organelles in the plant cell, while in animal cell the size of the vacuoles is as less than the plant cell, as not much similar to the plant, but it is in a smaller structure in the animal cell. A unique and recognizable feature for plant cell, that is cell wall. Cell wall that found in plant cell only, and it is one of the characteristic feature of the plant cell because uh, outside of the plasma membrane, a outer cell wall present at the plant cell that act as the protecting and supporting structure for the cell. Now if we talk about the chloroplast found in the plant cell also, found in plant cell only, and its content chlorophyll makes the plant green, and of course it's a place where photosynthesis takes place. At the last we have to discuss about the plant and animal cell comparison, that various of the cell organelle here listed that found in the both like nucleus, Golgi complex, mitochondria, lysosome, endoplasmic reticulum, and several others. But only chloroplast and cell wall are the organelles that found in the plant cell. Thank you and have a nice day.